Hi, this is Steve from SewingGold.com, and this is a Juki DU-1181N. I just did a video on the DDL-8700H. I just wanted to show a customer the difference between the machines and how it's going to feed different materials. So I'm going to do the same test I did on that machine. I am going to sew light, medium, and heavy. The first thing I have is like this really thin fabric. You'd actually see through it. I wouldn't really recommend using this on this machine. I'm sure if you had more layers, just 2 layers, not probably the greatest because it's probably going to pucker, but we will see what it does. So I am going to run it and I'm going to see if it puckers. Grab my scissor. So I would say 2 layers, we've got some pucker. We could probably adjust the tension to reduce some of the pucker. May have to reduce the pressure on the foot. But so 2 layers of this, obviously I wouldn't buy this machine for really light stuff like this. But what I'm going to do is grab the same material, another piece, and let's give 4 layers a shot and see if that puckers. Now there is a little more than 4 layers here, but down here there's just 4 layers. My guess, it's not going to pucker as much. Yeah, so we have a better stitch. 4 layers of this real thin material, pretty good. Little bit tension adjustment because this has been adjusted for some heavier stuff, so I would slightly increase the tension because I've got little dots on the back side. Front side looks good. Okay. Next, I will go to this stuff that I was saying looks like fake leather, which it does, but I think it is vinyl. This is just 2 layers. This is going to be perfectly easy, and this is what this machine's made to sew. I'm turning the hand wheel. I'm just to make sure the take-up lever is all the way in the up position when I'm done. If you could see it, it's not. No, it's actually not in the video. Bummer. So the take-up lever, let me show you, is this piece right here. There we go. I want to get that in the highest position when I'm releasing the fabric. So I probably have that in another video. So looking at that stitch, comparing this is the 8700H up here. The bottom one is our 1181. Tensions look the same. It looks like the thread I was using on the 8700H was slightly heavier. This is T70 weighted thread. Both the top threads are the same. It looks like the bottom thread was probably T90. Okay, now I will go to, oh, I don't have that big thick layer of vinyl. I'm going to pause the video and grab my vinyl. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I am back with my multiple layers of vinyl. It's like 6 layers. No problem, nice and smooth. And we can go nice and slow if we really want to, just by putting a little less pressure on the foot, the presser foot. Okay. So I can't tell which is which. I know I had a bad one. This is from the 8700H when I left the presser foot in the up position. Rookie move. So the rest of these stitches are more than likely a combination of both machines. All right, no problem on that. The last thing I'm going to sew for you is this thick leather that I sewed on the 8700H also. The 8700H on the bottom did not look the greatest. I believe a tension adjustment would fix that, but this machine should sew it better. The only thing I worry about, like I was saying in the 8700H video, is track marks on the leather, which this was not really all that bad because I did reduce the pressure on the foot before I sewed it. I don't know if I have a leather needle in here. Hopefully we won't have an issue. Let's see if I get any resistance. Little resistance. We should be okay. If it breaks the needle, then we know we got to change to a leather needle if it looks all that bad. So you hear that thumping noise. Because I don't have a leather needle, it's not piercing the leather is nicely, and so you're going to hear that thumping sound. With a leather needle, it's going to be much smoother, but it's still going to make a stitch. So little angular stitches, I think that my guess is because of the needle, or the way the needle is positioned in there. It is definitely not a leather needle, and yeah, as we can see, these angular stitches. Let me grab a leather needle. I'm going to pause this and then see if we can get this stitch better. Okay, so I changed over to a leather needle, and now we shall see. This is a really small piece. See how we go with it. So, looking at the bottom, still not perfect because it's pretty hard and dense leather. Not super straight. Top is super straight, really nice. So I'd like to try and get it a little better. Let me just, I've got another piece here. I'm just going to sew through one layer to see how it sews. Top and the bottom, of course, much nicer. Now I fold this over, which is, you can see it's super hard leather. Let's see how it goes. Actually, I'm going to just sew through this one. That one I'm going to save for another machine because I'm going to go on to the next machine. Okay. Let's see what it looks like with a little more speed to it. So we've got that top stitch here, and the bottom still a little zigzaggy. Okay, so not perfect, but better. Better tension than the 8700H on this, but of course we're dealing with some really thick leather. Okay, I'm going to stop this video and then I'm going to go on to the next machine, which is going to be a 1541S, same as a 1541 other than a safety system. Questions about the 1181, give me a call, 888-505-4565, on the web, SewingGold.com. Other questions, other machines too, give me a call.